This is the Two Guys Take Podcast. Gaming, music, and more with your hosts, Mike and Adam. You say it's number 33.
What?
I was thinking like it. You say it's your birthday. You say it's number 33.
Okay.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Not your best work. Not your best work. Episode 33, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo, baby. Baby cakes. We got a good one today.
Disclaimer for everyone out there. I am a little under the weather this week, but Mike told me that if I don't record, that he'll slit my throat. So
yeah, I mean, listen, the guy streams 5 hours today. So, I mean, he was felt up to that.
That's another reason why I was like, I can't cancel. I did stream for 5 hours today.
You did. You streamed for a long time.
But
how was God of War?
That game's incredible.
It's pretty darn good. I started it, but then other things like Elden Ring took over and all the other stuff. And
well, now I have to finish it now. Typically I start a game and never finish it.
Right.
But true. I have to finish it because now certain friends have decided to make a wager on how many times I die.
Oh.
And, put some money on the line. So
listen, when money's on the line,
I like money.
Listen, everybody likes money.
All right.
There you go.
Everybody. This week we have a little bit of a debate that we know we're on two separate sides of.
A little bit of a debate, yes.
I mean, yeah, kind of. So,
well, I mean,
in the spirit of WrestleMania weekend that just passed, right. For most of you probably aren't wrestling fans at this stage in your life, but if you are, you knew that this past weekend was WrestleMania, and I don't know, there was some talk about it in the Discord, and Mike just
so wait, before you go into what I said,
okay, yes.
Wasn't it like a Hall of Fame type thing? Like they were honoring
they do
wrestlers?
That. They do that every year.
They do.
Like the night before WrestleMania,
I haven't seen WrestleMania since I was like 13, so long time ago.
That was probably the first WrestleMania.
It was. We went over to my aunt's friend's house. I was with my cousin, and he had like one of those cable boxes where you could like bootleg everything.
Yep.
Like one of those. And we watched it. First WrestleMania, I remember.
Very cool.
It was cool.
So,
I mean, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you got it.
No.
So Adam here brings up the fact that WrestleMania was this weekend, and
I think I commented on how awesome it was to see Stone Cold.
Oh yes, to make
beat people down.
Yes, he did
as a 57-year-old.
Right. And then my response to
he fought a whole match. By the way, it wasn't just he didn't just come out and do a stunner. The 57-year-old man wrestled an entire match. Okay. Which is, and he hasn't done so in 19 years. That in itself is impressive.
Is that really how long he hasn't
19
wrestled?
years since he wrestled his last match.
He's been in a couple movies though, right?
Oh yeah, I mean it's Stone Cold Steve Austin. Everybody knows who that is,
right?
He's been.
So my response to his comment was fake.
The classic wrestling's fake,
and it is. So
it's unfair to say that.
Why?
Because that's such a generalized statement, saying it's fake. Now, just listen. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead. Listen.
First of all, I will go back to I can't remember who the wrestler was. It was in the 80s. I think it was like Sid Vicious or Psycho Sid or something like that. Either way, some reporter, national news reporter, comes up to this wrestler backstage and was
I remember this.
Wrestling's fake. Whack, and he slaps him across the face. He's like, how fake is that?
Right. Yeah, I remember that.
So that's not necessarily what I'm talking about. Whenever, saying wrestling is fake is almost an unfair statement because you have a predetermined outcome. You have certain facets of the fight that are made safer so these people don't get injured because they have to do this every single night, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
But the essence of the entire, the show, we'll say, is it's very real. The things that they're doing.
It is a show.
Right, exactly. It's entertainment.
It is like a stunt actor's soap opera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So,
calling it fake.
well, what would you say is fake? It's so the matches are rigged. Most, if not all, the stunts that they do are real stunts. But it's if someone hit me with the force that they would hit somebody with with just like a fist, they would be knocked out cold and blood everywhere. They ain't
Right,
no
which is
blood.
why they don't connect with fists.
Okay, so they don't fake.
It's the
Okay.
only hit that's literally, and I tell you this in
I watched
100% certainty. Listen, the closed fist punches is literally the only thing that they do not come contact with. Everything else is 100% real, and like they slap the shit out of each other.
Oh yeah,
They'll
but there's a
body
way.
slam each other through 4 tables with thumbtacks and barbed wire on it. You can't fake that. Like, it's not real barbed wire. It's like, the stuff that you keep cows out. It's not like razor
It's
wire.
not real
It's
barbed wire. It's actually
well,
like
no, it's
it's
barbed
yarn.
wire, but it's not razor wire. It's barbed wire. Either way, I'm not sitting here like saying that yes, it's the most real thing in the world. I'm just saying that, like, generalizing and saying, oh, that's fake, is kind of diminishing what the toll that these
No.
people put their bodies through on a nightly basis. It's kind of unfair to say it's fake. Is it
I agree.
fabricated? Yes, but doesn't mean it's fake.
Well, I mean, it kind of is. It kind of is. You want to slap me in the face right now, don't you? You want to come up and do
No,
it? You want to
not
do
at
a,
all.
You want to do a Will Smith on me right now?
No, not at all.
Okay.
No,
but-
I'm not that passionate about it.
Right. But I watched a clip of, I guess it was Steve Austin doing his little stunner on Vince McMahon.
Well, that was a 70-some-year-old man's knees failing him. That's all that was.
I know, but I was watching, and I'm like, come on. I mean, look. I'm not going to take away any of their physicality, right? You definitely have to be athletic to be a wrestler, 100%.
That should have never happened. That man should have never got into the ring at this stage in his life. But
I mean, he looks good for 70, though. Not for nothing.
Besides that, did you happen to see Pat McAfee wrestle at all?
No, I didn't.
Tell you what, 100% highlight of the weekend was Pat McAfee wrestling.
Okay. I don't even know who that is.
Oh my God. How do you sit there in a podcast chair with their podcast microphone and you don't know who Pat McAfee is?
I don't know who that is. Who is that? Is that what's his other name?
He was a professional football player. He was a punter for the Indianapolis Colts.
Okay.
And then he went on from that to start like a media network where he does a podcast, and he's like the Joe Rogan of sports podcasts.
Oh, okay. All right.
And not as edgy and stuff like that, but he is a commentary. He does commentary for WWE, and they set up a match for him to wrestle.
Okay.
And then after that match, old ass Vince McMahon gets in the ring and has another match with the guy and just beats the shit out of him. That one was totally fake. Yeah.
What about our boy Logan Paul now going to wrestle? Come on. If you could discredit any organization, he just did it.
Listen, as much as I would like to discredit an individual, I would love to discredit Logan Paul, because talk about somebody who you want to punch in the face, and it's not just because his face looks a certain way. It's because he is a piece of shit through and through.
This is very true.
However,
I'll take his money.
In the professional wrestling world, very much of the things that take place in the ring, the actual wrestling, is actually, like lockups and holds that you learn whenever you like it's all
like
derived.
Greco-Roman wrestling.
Yes, it's all derived from actual
but it's no there.
There's trust me, you said you haven't watched it since WrestleMania 1. Take my word for it that there's a lot of actual wrestling involved in it too. Now, the only positive, or not positive, but the only thing I'll say in his defense is that they mentioned it during the match, and I looked it up just because I call a lot of bullshit a lot of the times, and apparently he was a very, very successful, wrestler in high school. So he has that background. he did a few lockups and stuff like that, but I mean, I wasn't impressed.
Yeah.
Logan Paul, fuck off.
To the core of wrestling, it's a show.
Yeah, 100%. It's entertainment.
Yeah. Well, of course it's entertainment, but it's fake entertainment.
I'm not sitting here telling you it's my favorite sport.
They're not going up there and coming out. If they got hit the way they really would get hit by some of the actions they're doing, they would not be able to walk afterwards.
I don't know. I don't know.
For sure. If I'm getting whacked with a chair, you don't think I'm not getting up?
I mean,
there are certain ways that these stunt guys can.
Well, I mean, your back
take a punch,
especially
of course.
Over time, you like your back becomes like a giant callus. Seriously, I'm not even kidding. And they could take those shots of the chairs in the back, and like a lot of that stuff, it's fucked up. It's like initiation to people. They'll beat the snot out of it. Like they used to hit each other in the head with them.
Yeah,
they're not allowed to do that anymore.
Yeah,
because the chair is real.
Right.
Like it's actually hitting them
a certain way.
No, I mean, listen, we should get. I know a few ex-professional wrestlers. We should get them on the show.
We should
to let you know that whenever that shit happens, it's very real.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you've seen the spots where
these you say they can't walk and stuff. Like a lot of the time, these guys can't walk afterwards, and they fucking take a bunch of steroids and shit, and
they take some antibiotics.
These guys get injured all the time. You know, it's like a thing where they'll just disappear for like months at a time, and it's like they put a storyline around it, but it's really because the guy's hurt.
Right. Well, I mean, I guess the whole fake thing is more of like the whole. I guess the stories and just
like that's just the whole
all that
that's the whole entertainment value of it.
Of course, it's the entertainment value of it, but
that's why they've been so successful is because because they can create entertainment week to week, and I mean,
it's a live venue. I guess it's a live venue, so it's all live, and they do it.
Yeah,
I
mean, I will say, and I mean this in the most respectful way possible, but I mean, you do have to have a little redneck in you to like wrestling.
Yeah, I mean,
I say that because I know I have a little redneck in me, just because of circumstance, friends, area that I was raised in,
right?
But I mean, never, and I still don't understand why the men can't just wear pants instead of their underwear. Like most of them wear pants now.
Don't they wear? Yeah, they wear like the long.
But like there's some dudes that wear like super short shorts or like their tights, their underwear, and I'm like,
yeah, I'm not.
I understand. Like whenever they used to wrestle in like the original times,
to do those suplex,
they used to wrestle naked. Back in the fucking ancient Roman times.
Well, we don't have to go there. I mean,
so this is as close to they're getting as doing that. But like,
we have clothes.
You're on national TV here. I'm surprised. I'm surprised in all the years that I've watched wrestling, I've never seen a nutsack flop out of these shorts.
Well, what about the female wrestlers too?
I've seen boobs pop out. That's what I'm saying.
Really? Ooh.
Like how do they? That's a whole different conversation.
How do you keep it in there?
How do you keep it in there?
Yeah.
Why do you take that risk? Why do you take that risk?
Tape it down.
Grown men, because this isn't as fake as you think it is. Men have slammed so hard on their backs, they've shit their pants in the middle of the ring.
No, come on.
I swear to Christ, dude, look it up. I swear to God.
Staged.
Because no one knows about that until 20 years later when they're on a podcast telling the story. It's like, oh, I shit my pants big time. And then they show pictures of it. It's like, see, you can see the little stain right there, and it's like,
God, I don't know.
But that's something. Like, if I'm wearing those tiny little shorts, I mean, I'm just the whole time just going to be worried about if Big Jim and the little twins are going to come and say hi.
No good. I'm not wearing those. I'm wearing the pants. I'm wearing the pants. Pulling those up.
Like I wrestled in like elementary and middle school. I'd wear the singlet. Because it's kind of like it keeps everything in because it's attached at the top and the bottom.
Yeah.
But No
No.
nut huggers, you know.
No. I never wrestled. I had a lot of friends who did wrestle. But I would say, middle school maybe is when I stopped watching wrestling. I remember we used to make up our, how they had the wrestling cards and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
I remember a friend of mine and I, we used to like make our own cards and create our own wrestlers, stupid names and stuff like that.
We used to wrestle in the backyard.
Freaking Snuka, all those guys. The Iron Sheik.
Oh man, Iron Sheik. What
was
guy.
The one with who did the figure 4 leg lock?
That was Ric Flair.
Oh, Ric Flair. I used to do that on my sister. F her up, man. You do that right, boy?
And it hurts, right?
Oh yeah, it hurts.
That's a real wrestling move.
Well, they don't really actually put the pressure on them. Come on.
Ask a wrestler that question.
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't watch as much wrestling as I used to, but I actually do listen to a lot of wrestling podcasts.
Oh, really?
Not a lot, just like literally just 2.
Okay.
But I've learned a lot about the actual behind the scenes nature of it, and these dudes take a fucking beating.
Well, didn't they have a show? Wasn't there a show on like MTV or some crap like that? It was like Wanna Be a Wrestler. Ring.
Well, that
was
was
what it's called?
Well, no, I'm thinking of something completely different. Yeah, that was like back in the day. It's like Tough Enough or something like that.
Yeah, I remember what it was.
That,
like all these.
That's all fake.
Yeah, that's the training to be a wrestler. Isn't that what it is?
That's not even training. It's reality TV competitions to see if you can be a wrestler. And then none of them ever make it as wrestlers because guess what? They don't actually train to be wrestlers. They're reality show contestants.
Yeah, but they rehearse all that stuff.
Absolutely.
They have to. Well, because you would die.
Well,
they would
a
die.
lot of it is
they would come out broken neck,
apparently
femur through the quad.
The old school way they would do is they would have like certain points that they hit throughout the match. And then it's like they literally call it on the fly in the ring. Like there'll be one guy who's in charge of everything and he'll like literally they'll just be like, signaling or calling out moves to each other on the fly the whole time.
Uh-huh.
Because if you watch it, like good wrestlers don't go very fast in there. And you can see that they're just like, plotting it all out pretty much as they go.
Yeah. Do they still do the lockup thing at the beginning?
No, not as much.
That was the best, man. They would come and they would start locking up.
Some of them still do it. Like all, pretty much the good ones. A lot of times it's like, you might as well be watching Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah.
But sometimes is whenever they're just beating the snot out of each other, it's a good time.
I do have to say though, some of the moves are crazy when they're freaking jumping off the top turnbuckle.
Oh yeah,
that's nuts. But I still call fake.
See, I'm just here to say that it's unfair to call it completely.
Oh, he's hurting over there. He's hurting over there. It's unfair that he was going to say that I would.
I did take a COVID test earlier, and I'm negative. I'm not. Good. I do not have COVID again.
No COVID. Excellent. Good. You don't want to have it again.
A little cough sneaking up on me every once in a while, though.
Yeah.
I think I'm on the tail end of it. My wife's in bad shape, though.
I was like that last week, a week and a half ago.
But anyway, yeah, it's unfair to call wrestling fake because that's like on the surface. And like I used to, I'm not even gonna lie at all. I used to say wrestling's fake too until I found out all this other stuff about it and realized that it's not as fake as you think it is.
I'd have to do a little more research.
There's a lot of acting involved.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And they do things safely. But like whenever you start, apparently, I mean, this is just from things I've heard, they could be faking all their podcasts and stuff too, just to keep it up. Who knows?
Right.
But, like whenever you start out wrestling and stuff, it's like grueling on your body.
Mm-hmm.
So that's you like have to like literally condition your body to get the shit beat out of you constantly.
Right.
I mean, like think about it.
Well, I mean,
like,
yeah,
UFC fighters and boxers and stuff like that. Those guys are straight punching the shit out of each other all the time. How hard out of the realm of possibility is it to believe that these guys are just beating the snot out of the rest of their bodies and leaving the faces out of it because they have to look pretty for the camera?
Yeah, I would say it's a little different than an MMA fighter or
it's a lot different. It's a lot different from that.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, you said if you hit these guys as hard as they're hitting each
Well,
other,
yeah.
they'll get knocked
bare
out. But
hand like that? Bare hand?
have you never watched a UFC fight?
Yeah, and
Or like kickboxing? We'll just say like kickboxing. Those dudes punch each other in the face.
Yeah, and as soon as he gets hit,
repeatedly,
his
barefisted.
freaking face explodes and there's blood everywhere, and the cheekbone comes through his face.
I don't know what kind of fighting you're watching where cheekbones are coming through faces.
I'm telling you, I just watched one. My man's freaking right here split open, like you could see his freaking cheekbone. Man, holy crap!
That's rare. That's rare.
First of all, I don't know why. Well, it must be because everybody's listening. I mean, the computers are listening to us. Facebook listens to us. I keep getting all these. It was funny because I don't even know if I was talking out loud about it. We were just typing about wrestling, and now all this wrestling crap was showing up on my Facebook today.
It's also is quite possibly because of the fact that it was just WrestleMania weekend, and other people are talking about it.
Like they were showing some Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant came up when he freaking picked him up and body slammed him. I remember that match. That was like the first time like Andre the Giant was like, gonna be defeated, and it was Hulk Hogan.
Like that's the whole thing. Like back in the day, it was much cooler because not everybody knew that wrestling was, fake, as you say.
Right.
So there was more of a mystique around it. Whenever,
I mean, but you see how that ring gives, though. Come on, that's like 2-3 feet. Could jump on that thing all day.
Yeah, but it's also steel and wood.
Yeah, there's a lot of springs in there too. There's
no springs in there at all.
Well, how does it bounce?
Look, because it's just the like physics. Things bend in the middle.
There's got to be some sort of cushions in there. There's got to be cushions in a wrestling ring.
It's like a stacks of canvas on top of wood and steel.
So there's give
inside a wrestling ring.
It's gonna be like all like box springs, like like a cartoon. I'm telling you. Anyway, I mean, it's entertaining.
It's entertaining.
I can't watch it. I like
nowadays. Yeah,
I can watch
small
the old
doses
stuff.
Situation.
I can watch the old stuff. But
there's a lot of cringe in wrestling these days.
Yeah, it seems like it's like
I pretty much just watch the
way over
the
the
events.
top.
I watch the big events. I watch WrestleMania. I watch SummerSlam. I watch Royal Rumble. There's another wrestling promotion that I'll watch some of their stuff too, but I'm not watching it every week, week in and week out.
No.
I'll follow it on social media and on like Bleacher Report and stuff, but listen to podcasts a lot, obviously.
Right.
But yeah, it's entertainment.
Oh, for sure.
But hey, let us know, listeners out there, what you think. If you think
about wrestling's
just straight up fake, or if you think more like me, where it's kind of unfair to say that it's just straight up fake. Well, why do I even no one's gonna fucking comment on this stuff. I put up a poll on Spotify, and I'm the only one that voted on it.
You did? You were the only one that voted? I didn't even vote. I'm terrible.
See? I'm the only one that voted on it. No one interacts with our podcast, and you fuckers better start, or we're coming for you.
We're coming out for you, you son of a... Oh, man.
Yeah, but hey, listen, let us know. Let's keep the discussion going. If you guys also have any other discussions you want us to discuss, then hit us up. Let us know. There's ways to get at us.
We'll rap about it.
Yeah.
I mean, not in the Dr. Dre,
not in hip hop.
Yeah, not in the hip hop way, but
I'm not exactly the rhinoceros. I can't.
And now you're giving me the cough.
It's right through the microphone.
So I also wanted just to quickly bring up a little gaming, a little Fortnite.
I'm listening, but I'm going to go over here and cough real quick.
Okay. A little Fortnite action. So Fortnite, as some of you may or may not know, decided to start their season with no building. And I have to say, playing Fortnite, I guess in its early stages, I'm like, I just want to just load it up and play. It's so much fun. Have you played
Oh yeah, a
No
lot.
Building?
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome.
It's pretty
It
good.
is
It's pretty cool.
freaking. Oh my god, it's so much better than The Building. Crap.
I still maintain that I'm so sick and tired of the BR.
Oh, but I haven't played a BR in
But
so long, to be
at the
honest.
same time, any shooter or arena shooters like Call of Duty, Halo, I don't like any of it anymore.
Hmm.
I mean, I do, but it's all the same shit. Like we've been
Yeah.
playing the same stuff for years now. Like so, I guess in that argument, a battle royal is a little bit refreshing, but maybe at this point, it's kind of like.
Yeah, I mean, it just felt good to play. I haven't played in so long. Any type of battle royale.
Oh yeah, it's. I mean,
So-
like it's and like anything, it's super fun to play with friends.
Yeah,
And like I have a couple friends that's all they'll play is Fortnite, so I'll hop
Yeah.
on with them.
yeah. I've been enjoying it, to be honest. I've been playing with Jumpman and Tino.
I got in
Those
a game
guys.
with Jumpman and Tino the other night too. It
Oh,
was
you
a good
did?
time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It was fun. I'm enjoying it.
Well, it was
I'm
like-
even
it was
jumping
like
in there solo.
5 games because it's like we died right away, and it's like, oh, that one doesn't count.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, these guys, these big streamers, Ninja, Nick, all these guys are loving it.
You know what I'm loving? The fact that we're 26 minutes in. The only 2 things that we've talked about so far is professional wrestling and Fortnite. I can guarantee you there's at least 2 listeners for sure that are going to just hate themselves whenever this episode is over. And I love that. That just makes me happy. I'm going to get at least 2 text messages tomorrow like, dude, what the hell?
Nice.
You know who you guys are.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Well,
Yeah. I gotta
listen.
stop talking.
yeah, I was going to say we'll cut this one a little shorter.
My voice is just every couple words it gets.
I
it
like
gets
again,
drier.
we'll go back to this early morning 5-hour stream crap. You got to plan better on
Listen,
on a
I was
podcast
rough.
day.
I was rough on stream earlier today too, but I wasn't gonna do anything else today because I
kept
felt
going.
like
Though. You
shit.
kept going. You
So
like
I'm gonna
it?
sit. I was gonna sit there for 5 hours playing God of War anyway. I figured I might as well at least
I
stream.
might as well. Yeah, I mean, you're right. You're right.
But yeah, we'll come back at you next week, 100% refreshed, rejuvenated, and ready to talk
roll.
about. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen this week? Last weekend we got the Chris Rock slap. This weekend we had ridiculous WrestleMania.
Right.
Next weekend, who fucking knows?
Who knows? All right.
But yeah, we'll talk to you guys next week.
Nice. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.